everyone, and a very good afternoon to all of you, and a very warm afternoon in two aspects. Hope it's a warm afternoon for you, having a good day, and it's a very, very warm afternoon here in the college Tuanku Jafar in Mantin in terms of the temperature and the stakes as well. This match is the penultimate match for both the sides. Be hoping to win here. Obviously, both the sides will not be making it to the finals. We're all to play for in terms of pride and reputation. Right arm around the wicket straight away. Right on the money first up. Had some overnight rain, but this morning the sun has decided that it's not going to have too much mercy on the young women playing here. Quick single here. Could this be a run out? There is a good bit of fielding there, but just a slightly wide throw ensures that no damage is done, and Sabah are off the mark against Perak. Nuni Farini is off the mark. It's going to be Yan to face her first delivery. Noor Alia has made a good start. Beautifully bowled. Judging by the weather, I won't be surprised if we do see some rain later in the day. Whether that's going to be over the course of the 3 or 4 hours of this game or after that. Another dot delivery. Been a good start so far by Perak with the ball. Haven't given away too many freebies. Sabah women would know keeping wickets in hand is among the main priorities. That's the end of the first over. Sabah women 1 for no loss. Raisha is going to be bowling the second over of this eliminator. Well wide outside the off stump. Umpire just stretching his arms. And what a beautiful delivery that is. Just a hint of movement into the left-hander, and that's enough. It crashes into the pads and onto her off stump. Here we go. Let's have a look at this again. And just crashes off the back pad onto the off stump. Might have been an LBW anyway. But Sabah in early trouble. It's been really disciplined bowling here by Nuraisha. Just looking for that in swinger, and she got it to perfection. And she's gotten her first wicket. Just getting the ball to shape in. We're looking to continue her good work against Sobika, among the top batters in this tournament. Left-handed batter replaces another left-handed down the leg side. Probably looking for a carbon copy of that previous delivery, which was a wicket. Just started it a bit too straight. Full toss, it's in the air over mid-on. Is this going to go all the way? Yes, it is. Valiant effort there mid-on, but the ball wins the race. First boundary here for Sabah. And Nuraisha just being a bit too ambitious. Looking for the block hole. And Sobika says, thank you very much. I'm going to get off the mark with that gift. Full toss and good bit of fielding there to prevent what might have been a boundary. That's the end of the second over. Sabah 7 for 1. Of the last delivery ensures that Sobika is on strike. Generally an aggressive batter. See a lot of chatter in the middle, encouraging the bowler. Are the players from Sabah played down the ground, long gone in place, just a single. Similar sort of a field for the right-hander, third man on the boundary, and the long gone as well. 5-4 offside field. Solidly defended. Again, just a carbon copy of the previous delivery. It's an outside edge, but the keeper manages to stop it, and quick single taken. That's good bit of running. That's the end of the third over. Sabah 9 for 1. Early on today at the STC Oval, Johor was playing Sarawak for the first semi-final, and the men from the east of Malaysia, the women rather, from the east of Malaysia have qualified for the finals. And quick single here. Good running. So Sarawak have confirmed their spot in the final. They'll be facing the winner between Selangor and Kuala Lumpur. The match that is going on at the moment in the STC Oval, where Kuala Lumpur is 9 for 2 in 2 overs. That's going to be another interesting match. There's an appeal here, but should be down the leg side, and there is a chance of a run out here. But they could just not pick up the ball. There was definitely a run out chance here. Hesitation in the running. But in the end, managed to survive. And just glances it away. Another quick single. That's good running. They're much clearer in their calls. It's going to be Sarawak in the finals against the winner of Kuala Lumpur and Selangor. On the other hand, the loser of that match between Selangor and Kuala Lumpur will play against Johor for the third place. Also at the STC Oval. Let's just down the leg side. Early on this morning, Pahang women beat Negeri Sembilan, and they'll be vying for that 5th and 6th place spot against the winner of today's game here between Sabah. As we see a wide down the leg side, running away behind the wicketkeeper, and they come back for 2. That's good running once again. So the winner of today's game will be playing against Pahang for the 5th and 6th place, while the loser of this game will be playing for the 7th and 8th spot against Negeri Sembilan. As we see a good delivery there outside the off stump. Not many runs have come off the bat, but quite a few extras really helping the cause. Flicked away, quick single. Managed to complete it with ease. Down the leg side. So after bowling a very good first over, getting a wicket, she's been on the expensive side in terms of some extra, as Noor Aisha Sobika just waiting for something in her arc. Long gone in place, and once again outside off, wided, but you can see the way she is just standing. She just wants something in her arc to go for. At the moment, she doesn't need to do anything fancy because she's getting a lot of runs in terms of extras. It's in the air, long gone there, just short of the fielder. She did get something in her arc, but just couldn't find the gap. 4 overs done. Sabah 19 for 1. Change in the bowling. Nurul Kezara bowling her first over. And that was a scooter. You can see the reaction of Sobika there. Looking for some bounce to get it over the leg side. But once again, she'll have to be careful. One, because of the wicket, and secondly, because there is a fielder there at wide long on placed exactly for that sort of a shot. This time, just plays it behind square and just scampers through for a quick single. Again, quick single here. That's good running. That's very, very good running. Aware to the fact. Sobika just called Yan through for that quick single. And Yan just obliged. Ooh. Almost had her off stump uprooted there. Sobika seems to be wanting some more pace on the ball. She's getting none of it at the moment, and she's just targeting that one area where they have a fielder already. And it's in the air. This time just gets it wide of that fielder. Is it going to be close to the boundary? Yes, it is. Valiant effort there by the fielder. But just popped out of her hands and went to the boundary. Much needed this for Sabah and Sobika. There you go. Let's have a look outside of there, but the length was there and she found the gap. Fielder managed to reach there, but just went through her hands. So 5 overs done. Sabah 25 for 1. A good start there by Nur Fiatratul rather. Please forgive me if I butcher any of the names. Short ball, looks to pull. No connection. Then this is good bit of bowling. They're not looking to give any pace to the batters, and good field change as well. Mid wicket goes back. It's a very straight mid wicket, as you can see. Now we're just going more to her right. Short ball pulled away. Straight to that fielder who went back to the boundary. Jan wanted a second but sent back by Sobika. Last delivery of the power play coming up. I think at this stage the happiest side, even though they haven't got too many runs, would be Sabah, because they know the importance of keeping wickets in hand. Similar sort of a feel for the left-hander. That mid-wicket on the boundary slightly straighter. That is the only fielder on the boundary, and Sobika is always going to look to pepper that area. But she's not going to get any pace from Nur Fiatratul. And looking for a quick single here. This could be a run out if it was thrown to the bowler's end. Sobika wasn't sure if she wanted a single, but Jan very keen on taking the single. In the end, it ends the power play, and they're still just the 1 wicket down at 27. Okay, Zara bowling her second over. Some excess flight, and it's in the end. It's been taken at mid-off. Fiatatara takes the catch. That is a good catch, not the best delivery to get a wicket, but Sobika has to depart off a full toss. She's played well but has thrown it away right at the end of the power play. Let's have a look again. It was much lower than her normal deliveries. A lot of flight there, and hit straight to mid-off, who makes no mistake there. 2 down for 27 now. Sabah. And another full toss, hoping to get the same result, but all she's gotten is what might be a boundary. Yes, it is. It looked like it was threatening to just hold back just before the boundary, but not to be. Have a look at this again. Another full toss. Nobody out on the leg side boundary since the batter was new. Valiant chase there, but the ball just ended up winning. So off the mark of her first delivery was Nur Masanda. Now square leg goes back to the boundary. That's much better there. On a good line in length, looking to pull. Beautifully played over the offside this time. Is running away to the extra cover area, but once again holds back. Managed to come back for a second. That's straight to the fielder, extra cover there. That's the end of the 7th over. 33 for 2. Let's have a look at this. Was this a drop catch? Indeed it was. Has been put down there. Straight in and straight out. 6 runs off that over and the important wicket as well. Good start here by Noor Fiatratul after getting a catch of last over. She'll be high on confidence. Good bit of flight there. It's in the air, just short of mid-on. Once again, single taken. Leaving dangerously here. And quick single once again. Indian had to put in the dive to make it. Should have been easier than that, you would think. Short pulled away. That's in the gap. Misfield there at mid-on. And now we're going to have another boundary. What an effort that is. But just cannot hold it back. But you just have to applaud that effort. Ran all the way from mid-wicket. And put in a valiant dive there at mid-on. But just couldn't hold it back. Good desperation shown there by the fielders. But good batting here from Yan. Just getting herself going now. Gets herself into double digits. Short pulled away. The fielder moved a bit straighter. Just a single. And there is an appeal for a stumping, but the batter just made it in time. Good bit of bowling there. 8 overs done, 40 for 2. Another change in the bowling. Fakiha is the new bowler. A long on and a wideish long off in place. On the leg side, everyone is inside the circle. It's wide outside the off stump. Signaled by the umpire. Beautifully bowled. It's driven straight down the ground. Good batting there. Just need to rotate the strike. They're going well so far. They don't need to do anything funky. Just need to ensure they keep wickets in hand. Build a partnership. We've seen many teams in this tournament already just lose their way after the power play. Need to ensure they keep the wickets in hand. Beautifully bowled. It's got that knacking line and length. Again, just defended. Full toss, straight to the fielder, and we could have a run out in our hands. Good throw there, and it's been missed. It was the perfect throw, but the bowler has squandered the opportunity. And we are 9 overs done, and still 2 down. Let's have another look at this, because it was never a run there. But let's have a look at the throw. It was right in the midst. And she was a bit too anxious to get the ball. In the end, a run conceded. That's the end of a good first over from Fatin. Could have been much better had the run out opportunity not been squandered. 9 overs done. Sabah 43 for 2. More of slow bowling here. Nur Fietratul, from the name at the back of her t-shirt. Thing that has simplified the work for me. I can just call her Fiat. Fiat continues. Oh, that's excess flight, given as a no ball by the umpire. And we're going to have a free hit on our hands. And the free hit is going straight down the ground. Nobody there. It's going to be a boundary, or is it? Yes, it is. Once again, good effort there, but just couldn't manage to hold it back. This is what Yan needed to get her innings back on track. A free hit, made full toll of it, took it straight down the ground and onto the boundary. And there's an appeal there that looks straight, and Yan, after doing all the hard work, you would assume she's thrown it away because that was a harmless delivery on the stumps, and she just missed a straight delivery. Let's have a look at this again. Fiat is not complaining one bit about that. Well flighted, and she has missed a straight one. No doubt in the umpire's mind and in the batter's mind that that was a wicket. So with that, we will take a short break for drinks and be back soon. Welcome back. After this drinks break, a lot of words would have been said in both the dugouts. Sabah in desperate need of a partnership, have a decent run rate, but they need to ensure that they not lose any more wickets in the next 3 or 4 overs at least. Build up a partnership, and then they can launch from there. New batter is Diana. On the other hand, Sabah, rather Perak, have been good in the field, taken their chances, squandered some. They'll be looking to get a few more wickets here. First ball pulled away, long gone in place, and so is a deep mid wicket. Off the mark. The air, but in no man's land. Can they come back for a second? Decide against it. Good bit of fielding down there. It's quick to get to the ball. Delivery off the 10th over. Again, a lot of flight there. And it's been misfielded. Is this going to go to the boundary? Yes, it is. Yes, it was hit hard, but you expect her to do a better job there. She's a very good fielder, but not on this occasion. A high full toss. At this point, the batter might have felt like she messed her on the boundary, but not to be the fielder. Equally up to the task with ensuring that the batter made full toll of it. Really helps Noor Masira to improve her strike rate and get herself back in this game, because she was struggling to get timing on the ball. That might help. Is that the stroke of luck she needed? 55 for 3 after 10 overs. Certainly at the halfway mark, things look balanced. I think Sabah would be the slightly happier side at this point. And we've got a wicket. Diana has thrown it away. Let's have a look at this again. Once again, a straight delivery and they're playing all around it. Let's have a look. Yes, here we go. It was just a straight delivery, but she played all around it and has lost her wicket. Beg your pardon, that's Noor Masira. Now we're going to have two new batters at the crease. Janika and Diana. The keeper just having her say on what the field should be like. There's an appeal there, but just might be sliding down the leg side. That's a good decision by the umpire. But things certainly happening here. And there's another appeal. This time it looks much straighter. And she is being given. Fatin Fakiha is on a roll here. 2 wickets for just 3 runs. And Janika has to depart. Always looking to attack those stumps and that front pad. This time she's got on the wicket by hitting the back pad. And yes, you'd have to admit that is stone dead. Here we go. Marnie is the new batter. Watch out for that pad. Watch out for your pads. Oh, it's a full toss and quick single taken here. Good to see some desperation in the running. Looking to push at every opportunity that they get. Diana, who's looked good in the 2 balls she's faced, gets back the strike. Looks to be an aggressive batter by nature. Hence we see mid-wicket halfway to the boundary, and so is the long gone. Sam goes outside off and just short of the fielder. Was it short? By the looks of it, it looks like it may have carried by the reactions. But everything is happening in this over. Got 2 wickets, we've got some LBW shots, we've got what might have been a drop catch. Here we go, last delivery of the over. Can she attack the stumps here? It's in the air. Will this be taken? Do we have a 3-wicket over? We have 3 wickets and just the 1 run in that over. Things going from bad to worse for Sabah. Let's have a look again. Just outside the off stump, looking to go leg side. Only ekes a leading edge that is taken there at backward point with ease, and you can see the delight on their faces. This is a game-changing over. The match was slightly in the balance at the start of this over, but now things have taken a twist for Perak, and now they're bossing this game thanks to this lady right here. 6 down after 11 overs with the score at 56. Nurul Kaizara, can she continue the good work that has been put in? Fatin Fakiha, 2 overs, 3 wickets for 4 runs. You can see that the voices are back in the Perak lineup. Everyone's cheering, and how has that missed the stumps? All of a sudden, getting a run seems a long shot away. It's all about dot balls and wickets at the moment. And there's another appeal, and the umpire says that is just sliding down the leg side. But everything seems to be happening. Need to play with a straighter bat. They're going across the line. Once again goes across the line, and there is a stumping there. What a beautiful piece of wicket keeping that is. The wicketkeeper there, Siyama, has ensured that those first three deliveries, which almost got them wickets, have yielded a wicket off the fourth delivery. Let's have a look at this beautiful piece of bowling first, and then the wicket keeping even better, sensing the opportunity, and the umpire also aware to the fact that the batter was out of her crease and she has to depart. Marnie Tony has to depart, and she's replaced by Viana, who's in at number 9. Beautiful piece of wicket keeping there by Siyama. Deserves the credit for that. And Nurul Kezara has gotten herself 2 wickets. The wicket keeper there leading from the front as the captain. There's another appeal. Every ball seems to be an event here. You can see the wicket keeper there and the captain just cheering her team on, knowing that in the last 11 deliveries this game has turned, and it has taken a very, very big turn here. And that's a wicket maiden, would you believe it? Last 2 overs, 1 run and 3 wickets. 12 overs done, 56 for 7. Rightly so, Fatin Fakiha will be continuing into her third over. She's gotten 3 for 4. Could be eyeing a fifer here, 2 wickets away. And the team needs 3 wickets. As we see the conditions just slightly changing. Getting slightly overcast, and she's bowled! Fatin Fakiha has got her accuracy on spot here. Just attacking the stumps and be like, you miss, I'm definitely gonna hit. What a spell this has been. This has been a game-changing spell. Let's have a look at this again. Batter standing on off stump but not covering it. And she's beaten between bat and pad. Bowled. 8 down now for 56. And Fakiha, all the odds are with her to get a fifer, if not a 6. Here we go. Have a look at these figures. You don't get to see these figures very often. 2.2 overs, 4 runs, 4 wickets. Has an opportunity to make a fifer here. Still long gone, and deep mid wicket on the boundary. Not too sure about that. Your bowler's on a roll. Here we go. Standing on off stump. Watch out for those pads. Not this time. So wide outside the off stump. Sapna Moses, left-hander. It's in the air, just short of the fielder there. She might have gotten 4 wickets, but you can just see the calmness and the focus on her face. She's determined to get this fifer. It's in the air and just wide of the fielder. A slight misfield will also allow them to come back, or rather just get a single. Leaving dangerously here. I don't think Fakiha would mind that much, because it brings what she loves most, right-handers. She's got a right-hander to bowl to. Watch out for your pads, watch out for the stumps. Definitely in play here. 2 deliveries left. Batter covering her stumps. Ooh, she was ready to appeal for that. You can see the smile on her face. She knew exactly what she was doing there. Not to be. Last delivery of her 3rd over. Viana defends solidly off that first delivery. Here we go, last delivery coming up. Solidly defended again. What an anticlimax that is. 3 overs, 4 for 6 for her. 13 overs done. 58 for 8. The current run rate, if they do end up playing out these 20 overs, they get to a score of 90, but it looks a long shot away with only 2 wickets in hand. Nurul Kaizara is bowling her final over. Be aiming for a 4-for if she can get one. But if she does get one, that would mean that Fakiha will not get a fifer. But they won't mind that 1 bit, because cricket is a team game. The sooner you finish it, the easier it is for the second innings. With some weather around, overcast conditions here, never know what might happen. It's in the air, just short of extra cover. Well. And looks to go a leg side, and somehow the ball just misses the stumps with some extra bounce. More bounce than we've seen all day. Field is still widespread. Long off extra cover, long gone in a deep mid wicket. There's a stifled appeal, never going to get it out. That was missing leg stump. Not too sure I agree with the field set that they have right now. Nothing has gone outside the 30-yard circle for quite some time now. Still have 4 fielders outside the circle, looking to prevent any big hits. It's in the air and falls in no man's land once again, which is why we emphasize the point that you should bring your fielders in to have the best chance of getting a wicket here. You've got number 8 and rather number 9 and number 10 batting. Might as well take your chances and get the fielders closer. 4 dot balls in a row. Once again looking to go leg side, no connection. It's turning out to be another amazing spell. We've talked a lot about Fatin Fakiha, but not to forget the excellent support that she's gotten from Nurul Kaizara. Onto the last ball of her spell. And it's in the air. This should be taken. She's got it off her own bowling, and she deserves this wicket. Trust me, she deserves this wicket. She's bowled an excellent spell of 4 overs, 3 for 12. And now Sabah, 9 down for 58 in 14 overs. As we have a look at the replay, it was a nothing shot. She was just looking to defend it, but went too early and just chipped it back to the bowler, who obliged. All bowlers are good off their own bowling. This could be the perfect fairy tale as well for Fatin Fakiha, who still has an over left. And this is the last wicket of the innings. As you can see, the bowler there wanting her fielders inside. She says no need to have them too far back. Well, this is a very, very interesting move. It's a high full toss, it's a no ball. But the talking point for now is that Fatin Fakiha has been told to rest. She's not going to get her final over. The umpire there just signaling that is a beamer and that is the first warning to her. And that's yet another no ball. Once again for the height. So yet another free hit. So definitely things not going according to plan at the start of this over, which begs the question, why was Fatin Fakiha stopped from bowling when she was on the verge of a fifer and bowling really well? Yes, there are only 60 runs on the board, but you never know. It's not going to be out even if there was an edge there, because that was a free hit. The skipper there has other plans. The other thing they need to keep in mind is they need to get this wicket as soon as possible and finish off the runs as soon as possible, because I can sense some weather in the near distance, not too far away from us. Things have changed in the past few minutes. The onus will be on them to get this innings done and dusted and then finish off the runs, or at least play the 5 overs before any bad weather comes in. 3-dot deliveries, bowling well after the 2 false starts. Pulled away, no connection. Ooh, that's beaten outside the off stump. It's again beaten, and that's the end of the 15th over. Sabah 60 for 9. Are we going to see the right bowling change from the other end? We'll have to wait and see. No, we're not. We're going to see some more pace being introduced. Fatin Fakiha will be left stranded, you would think, if there's a wicket in this over. Going to be Noor Aisha. Was slightly expensive in her first spell. 2 overs for 16 runs. Yes, she did get a wicket. She's going to be bowling to the number 11, Laput. The only way of thinking about this is that the skipper wants to give everyone a go. Beautifully bowled there. Hint of shape. And there's an edge there and it's gone. So that is the end of the innings. Sabah have been bowled out for 60 after being 55 for 3. They have lost their last 7 wickets for a mere 5 runs, and out of which 2 of them were wides or no balls. Let's have a look at the batting scorecard. It was a bright start after losing an early wicket. Yan took her time but was playing really well until she was dismissed. And then Sobika looked aggressive and looked good until she was dismissed as well. Noor Masira got herself a start but then threw it away. And from there on, there was nothing much to speak about. 12 extras yielded, and that caused a total of 60 runs on the board. As you guys can see in the background, the overcast conditions have been prevailing over the past few minutes. Let's have a look at the bowling scorecard now. Noor Alia, 3 overs, none for 5, but the pick of the bowler, look right at the bottom there. 3 overs, 4 for 6. It's a pity that she couldn't get a fifer and she couldn't get to bowl her 4th over. Well supported by Noor Aisha and Noor Kezara, who bowled really well. 4 overs, 2 maidens, 12 runs and the 3 wickets. So 61 is the target for Perak women to win this and ensure that they do play for the 5th and 6th position tomorrow. We'll be back in a while. Don't go anywhere. everyone, welcome back. And if you can see on your screen, the conditions have changed. You can probably tell from the lack of brightness or the lack of shininess on the wicket. These conditions have drastically changed. It's overcast now, and it's all about getting 5 overs in so that we can have a result. Have to see whether we can get those 5 overs in before the rain comes. By the looks of it, we might just be able to do that. The target is just a mere 61 in their 20 overs, at 3 runs to the over. So you would think that they should be able to chase it. On the other hand, in the STC Oval, we still have the first innings going on between Kuala Lumpur and Selangor. Kuala Lumpur 78 for 8 in 17 overs. That is a semi-final. The winner of that match will be playing the final. Here we go. First delivery. Sobika beautifully bowled there. Good shape away from the right-handed batter. Fiat there, after bowling a good spell, is now having to do the job with the bat. She has a smile on her face after the first delivery. Looks to cut. Oh, beautifully bowled there once again. Just shaping it away. Once again, beautifully bowled. Just a carbon copy of the previous deliveries. Good start here. Conditions supporting some swing bowling. And Sobika ensuring that she is taking full to all of that. It's getting good shape away. Once again, hasn't managed to touch one delivery so far in this over. It's been a good start here. Just what they needed. Can they somehow eke out a wicket here early just to put the pressure back onto the batter? Last delivery coming up. It's been a good over so far. And there's an appeal, but just pitched outside leg, you would think. But what an over this has been. It's been a testing over. An over where the batter could not connect even a single delivery. Let's have a look at the last delivery here. Definitely pitched outside leg, you would think. Yeah, just pitching outside leg. Definitely hitting the stumps. But as per the rules, it needs to be pitching in line for that. Nonetheless, a very good start here for Sabah, as they hope to defend this relatively low target. From the other end, we're going to have some left arm spin by the looks of it from Marnie. Beautifully bowled. Nur Hasima is the batter on strike. You can see Sabah not giving up this run chase here. They are cheering at every ball for their side. It's in the air and it's been put down. The fielder at mid-off there did all the hard yards, got there, but just couldn't hold on. It's in the air once again and safe once again. They're living dangerously here. The spinner, Marnie, asking them to go for the big hits. And they're obliging, but they're not managing to connect well at the moment. Lucky to still be out there, both these batters. Long gone is in place. And long gone might be in action here. Yes, she was, but she's put it down. And they managed to come back for a second. And as you can see, some spots of rain as well. And this can only mean one thing, that wickets are of the essence at the moment. The lesser the wickets they have intact, the higher the score they need to have for DLS to work in their favour. Cut away, running away in front of point. Come back for a second. It's been an expensive over, but you cannot really blame the bowler for that. The fielders have let her down. 2 drop catches and 1 that landed in no man's land. Once again, even more flat this time. This could be another chance, but she's fallen down before she could get there. Well, this can also be counted as a chance. She was almost there, but she just couldn't balance herself enough. And you have to feel for the bowler Marnie there. 3 chances in the over, gone bagging. And Perak on the verge here. 2 overs done, 8 for no loss. And Sobika once again just beats the bat. Fiat here struggling. Once again beats the bat. Sobika has bowled 8 deliveries. None of them have touched the bat. It's in the air and it's been taken. Finally they've held on to a catch, much to the relief of everyone in this ground. Fiat was struggling here and finally she has succumbed to the pressure. Sobika, for the first time, someone connected off the bat in her bowling, and all they could do was manage to hit it straight to the fielder. Here we go. Let's have a look. Straight to the fielder, and she makes no mistake. Fatin Fakiha, star with the ball. Can she be the star with the bat as well? They definitely need her to be the star if they are to chase this down. Things certainly have been happening. It's in the air. Oh, just short of the fielder there. So because bowled 10 deliveries without conceding a run, and she's also got a wicket. If they're to defend this, they need the fielding to be up to the mark. Yes, they've taken a catch, but they've put down 3, and we're only 16 deliveries into this innings. Beautifully bowled once again, attacking those stumps. And once again, beats the bat. What a spell this is turning out to be from Sobika. 2 overs, 2 maidens, just the one, no runs, and a wicket as well. The spin of Marnie gave 3 chances in her first over, none of them taken. Can she give another one this time? And beautifully fielded that extra cover. Can she flight it a bit more? Needs to be a bit fuller than that to trouble the batters. It's much better. Nurashima, 7 of 7. Already given some lives. That's beautifully played straight down the ground. But the fielder had long gone very quick to get at the ball. And returns an excellent throw, much to the delight and cheer from the fielders. Fatin Fakiha on strike. Short ball down the leg side, nobody there, but no real timing on it. He managed to come back for a second. Oh, premeditated that slog sweep there, and Marnie cannot believe how that's missed the off stump. Again, well ball there, attacking the stumps. That's 4 was done, 11 for 1. Sobika yet to concede a run in her 2 overs. Is now bowling her 3rd over. And it's in the air! This should be taken, and it is. Well, we definitely have a game on our hands here. Easy catch taken there down at mid-on. And Noor Hashima has to depart. Let's have a look at this again. They needed to break the shackles. She tried to do that, but only found mid-on. And that's an easy catch taken there. Nurashima has to depart for 8. New batter is Nuratika to face Sobika, who's on a roll here, getting the ball to shape away. And beautifully bowled there. I'm surprised she still doesn't have a slip in place. He's getting the ball to shape away from the right handers really well. It's in the air and just short of the fielder there, Gully. Can they come back for a second? Decide against it. It's the first runs conceded of Sobika's bowling, and she is not pleased with that effort. But things are definitely happening. This is not going to be a cakewalk. And in 3 deliveries, we're definitely going to have a result. The rain is also relenting for now. Tries to be a bit too greedy. Starting it outside the leg stump. Couldn't get it to swing enough to hit the stump, so wide signal by the umpire. Ruins her figures somewhat. Given away 2 runs in the last delivery. It's in the air once again, but no man's land once again. Leaving really dangerously here are the batters. The East Malaysians definitely giving a tough time to those from the west. Beautifully bowled. This has been one heck of a spell from Sobika. And she looks to pull. It's in the air, and it's been taken on the second attempt. Sobika has got 3 wickets for 2 runs in her 3 overs. Well. What a game this is turning out to be. Let's have a look at this again. Slightly on the shorter side. Look to pull. Could only manage to get a top edge and taken on the second attempt. Much to the relief of the fielders and much to the despair of the batter. Fatin Fakira, the star with the ball, cannot be a star with the bat today. 5 overs done. 13 for 3. a well wide outside the off stump. Marnie here needs to support Sobika. Need to get support from both ends. Yes, she's been unlucky in her first over. She needs to somehow find a way to hold the pressure. Oh, living dangerously here. And quick single here. Good running there. Slight misfield. If it wasn't a misfield, there definitely would have been a run out chance. Looks like we have an injury there. The fielder at mid-on with that misfield has hurt herself. Gonna have a slight pause in play. As we have a short break, let's have a look at the points table here. This was the group stage. In Group A, Johor and Kuala Lumpur are the two sides that qualified. On the other hand, Selangor and Sarawak qualified from Group B. And Negri Sembilan lost all their 3 games, and they lost the game this morning as well. On the other hand, Perak had a no result against Pahang in Group A. So here they are looking for their first victory. Maybe they had one yesterday. And Noor Aisha is the new batter. She'll be on strike now. Looks to pull. They were thinking of a single, but rightly deciding against it. Once again looks to pull. This time gets a single. That's good running. That's driven straight down the ground, running away. Will just stop in the outfield. Can they come back for a third? They were thinking about it, but decided against it. And rightly so. It was a decent throw. That's the end of the power play. 6 overs done. 18 for 3. Interestingly, we have a change in the bowling. City Noor has been introduced. I'd love to have seen Sobika continue to her final over because it's going to be a low scoring game, so you need your best bowler to be bowling the most number of overs. Short and cut away, quick single, but they side against it. It's a good start here by City Noor. 4 dot deliveries. Pulled away. Misfield there allows them to get a single. Short ball looks to pull once again. This time the fielder does a good job. That's only the 1 run off that over. It's been a tight 7 overs here by the bowling side. Kept things really tight, and it's difficult to get it away at the moment. Going to be the left arm spin of Marnie continuing. 3 overs, none for 16. Looks to go leg side, just get a single. And beautifully bowled once again. Right on the money. Umpire says that's not a wide. The batter not happy with that. And she's got on a wicket. Well, things are going from bad to worse. And Marnie has bowled an excellent spell here of 4 overs, and she's got the reward only of her final delivery. She's finished with 4 overs, 1 for 17, Let's have a look at the wicket here. The batter, no clue as to what is happening, just a wild slog, and loses her off stump. City Noor is continuing. It's in the air. Will this be another wicket? No, it's just over the fielder. Square leg there. Definitely a wicket here is going to tilt the game in favor of Sabah. The moment you would think this match is still in favor of Sabah, but still a partnership here could change everything. They need more wickets. They need them quickly. Just 40 runs remaining. It's in the air and just short of the fielder. They also managed to scamper through for a single. Fielders need to be on their toes here. Every ball seems to be an event. And yet another single. That's good batting. And she's gotten herself a wicket. Now, Pahan, or rather, Perak have lost half their side for just 23, and you can see the celebrations there. That was not a wicket taking delivery, but it's done the job. Short ball, she was looking to pull it, and she missed it all ends up, and all it could do was just crash into the stumps. Half their side down now for a mere 23. Still 38 runs away. Looks a long, long way away from here now. And almost a wicket off the first delivery. Well, have a look at this again. Looks to pull and just misses the leg stump somehow. And once again just missed the stumps. What an over this is. Just 3 runs and a wicket of it. 9 overs done. Perak 23 for 5. bowling now. It's gonna be Viana to bowl her first over. And it's in the gap. Beautifully played. A comeback for a second. She wants a third, but has to decide against it, and not happy there. Noor Aisha thought there was definitely a third run on there, but Nurul Kaizara was content with 2. Well wide down the leg side. Need to be on the mark here. Have no runs to play with. Just again down the leg side. Another wide. It's already an expensive over in the context of this game. 4 runs already off it. Short and pulled away. Single taken. Good fielding there. With the left-handed Nurul Kaizara, who's almost out of what the delivery she faced. See how she fares against Viana. Can Viana get it fuller? Screen cannot connect. Short ball pulled away. Could this be a run out here? Oh, just missed. Need to be careful about running these singles. They lose another wicket here, definitely they will be in trouble. Sabah giving it their all at the moment. They need a spice of luck here. Well played. So here we go. At the first drinks break, we are halfway through the innings, and nothing can be separated. Nothing can separate these two sides at the moment. 30, and they're exactly halfway where they need to be. On the other hand, Sabah are exactly half of the wickets that they need to take. So we'll take a short break for drinks and come back. back for the final phase of this innings. It's sure gonna be a very interesting and intriguing one. 5 wickets in hand, 30 runs needed, 10 overs to go. Surely cannot pick a side that I expect to win here. That is the beauty of cricket. No Raisha. 9 of 15 has looked the more comfortable of the two batters out there. It's going to be City Noor to bowl. Just get some turn and single taken. It's in the air, but just falls in between the wicketkeeper and the bowler. Kizara survives. Skin pulls it, but straight to the fielder. Every dot ball is going to increase the pressure onto the batters. They know it's not going to be easy. Once again, just beaten all ends up. And we have yet another wicket. It was really a nothing delivery. A short ball asking for the treatment, but it got the treatment in terms of hitting the timber. Well. What is going on here? Still 30 runs away and only 4 wickets in hand. Have a look at this. Short ball looking to pull it away, couldn't get underneath the ball, and the ball just beats the bottom edge and rattles the leg stump. At the halfway stage, who would have thought that this would be a game that would end up in this fashion? Still not done yet, of course, but definitely now Pahang, or rather Sabah, are on top at this stage. Perak 6 down inside 11 overs. Still need 30 runs to win. City Noor, what a spell she's bowling. Short ball and a misfield here. That's not what they need at the moment. Or maybe it is, because that's the last delivery of the over. They would want to target her from the next over. She's the number 8. 11 overs done, 32 for 6. This is a big call, and I think it is the right call. We're having Sobika being introduced. She's bowled 3 overs, 3 wickets for 2 runs, and she's back into the attack to probably get another wicket here and all but ensure that her side gets over the line. Here we go, 6 deliveries left in her spell. Solidly played this time. Should be desperate to get another wicket here. This over will be the defining moment of this match, you would feel. She can eke out a wicket here. definitely sent shivers down the spines of Perak. But at the moment, Noor Alia is playing really well. She's just defending her stumps. I'd love to see her come around the wicket. And started in line. Would definitely trouble the batter more. So wide down the leg side. Come around the wicket. I think that would be a better angle, especially with the older ball. Beautifully bowled there. Almost got her there. So have a look over there, just an inch away from the stumps. Alia is still there, surviving. Look at her figures, 3 for 3 in 3.3 overs. Got all the threes on the board. And what a spell she's bowling. Two deliveries left. Can she find a wicket from somewhere? Shortens the length, but doesn't make a difference. She's got one delivery here to make a difference. Somehow get a wicket. She's trying her hardest, but so far the batters haven't succumbed to the pressure that she's putting on them. Raisha has been there ever since the fall of the third wicket. She's remained the calming influence of this innings, and she'll be looking to just get her innings and get the team over the line here. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. Eight overs left, 28 runs needed. 3.5 runs per over. Raisha, she is the set batter. She has to take her team home. She looks to slog it. And there's a misfield here. Can they get a single? Oh, they decide against it. As they say, never run on a misfield. It's a good call in the end. Very, very interesting to see how these remaining 8 overs pan out. Quick single here. Could have been risky, but in the end they're well in. Noor Alia Batrisha is going to take strike now, 1 of 7 deliveries. Short ball pulled away. Can this be a run out? This should definitely be a run out. And the umpire there informing the bowler that you did not gather the ball. That is very, very good umpiring. I think I saw something similar. And the umpire there, he had a keen eye on the observation that was going on and ensured that the right decision was made. I think the bowler knew it as well. What a chance that was. It's in the air, just over. Extra cover there. Come back for a second. Noor Aisha. She'll have to be there till the end if they are to win this game. Four runs of this over. It's a useful over. And pulled away behind square. Misfilled again. Come back for a second. That's good batting here. Not so good bowling. And not so good fielding either. Noor Aisha holds the key here. We keep repeating this, but this is the fact. Beautifully bowled. 6 runs off that over. And an excellent spell from Siti Noor. 4 overs, 2 for 12. Change in the bowling. It's going to be Nuni Farini being introduced with 7 overs left. 22 runs needed. This match is going down to the wire. Noor Alia. It's in the air and just wide of the fielder again. Been a lot of such shots here. To their disappointment, nothing has gone to hand. You can see the disappointment in the fielder's face and the wicketkeeper's face. They're all disappointed. They cannot believe that nothing is going to hand. But valuable runs here. 2 runs at this stage. Even that from the bat of Noor Alia, the lesser known of the batters from the two. Beautifully bowled there. Just a hint of shape away. This time wayward outside off. So in the last 2 overs, the runs have just started flowing once again. Once again, wide outside the off stump, left again. This is the last thing they need at this point. They need to get there. Lines and length right. Only 18 runs needed now. Beautifully bowled there. The umpire decides that's not a wide. .38 deliveries, 18 runs needed. still say that Perak women are on top now, especially in the last few overs. The runs have come via some extras and some ordinary fielding, to say the least. Need to be a bit more disciplined than that. This is the moment. They need to go for the kill. That's much better. And there's an edge there. There's an edge there, but the umpires are just going to have a conversation to see whether that carried. To me, it looked like it just fell short. But I'm no umpire. They're just having a conversation here to ensure. And it's been given! Well. I think the umpire has confabed with his leg umpire, Mr. Sivan, and they've come to the conclusion that indeed the catch was taken. We'll have to have a second look at that. Here we go, the wicket keeper. Have a look at the wicket keeper. And judging by the reaction, she's not sure whether she's caught it. The umpires weren't sure she's caught it. But in the end, the decision is out. And now this game swings back into the balance. Beautifully bowled here. So what a comeback this has been. She's considered 5, but she's got an important wicket. 6 overs left, 17 runs needed, 3 wickets in hand. That's a wide. Another new bowler being introduced because they've used up what we think is the best bowlers. 2 of them, they've all bowled their 4 overs. Now the skipper just having a word with the bowler on what to do. It's Diana who started off with a wide. This is the wicket they want. If they can get Noor Aisha here, this game is definitely in their hands. Yet another wide. Beautifully bowled once again. 15 runs needed, 3 wickets in hand. It's gone right down to the wire, folks. Don't go anywhere. This match is far from over. On the other hand, we're having a semi-final, which is being... Oh my god. This is the last thing you would want at this point. It's a no ball, it's a free hit, and it's going to be Noor Aisha to face the free hit. Yes, you can understand the frustration on the fielding side. You have to feel sorry for Diana. being brought in at such a crucial stage. The pressure has gotten to her. She still has a chance to make amendments. Here we go. Free hit coming up. Cannot really make good use of it. That's a good delivery. Going back to the semi-final. Kuala Lumpur 81 all out. Selangor look to be cruising to victory with 69 already without the loss of a wicket in just 11 overs. For the moment, let's focus on Noor Aisha and Dania. Beautifully bowled. Outside the off stump this time. Three dot deliveries and 3 extras. 14 runs still needed. Still a long way away. Driven away in the gap. Will not go to the boundary, but they can come back for a second. That's good running. The throw also in the middle of nowhere. Interestingly, the runner has lost her bat in the process. Well bowled once again. She's bowled good deliveries, but in between she's also given quite a few extras. "12 runs, 5.1 overs. Where is this match going? Is it going in favor of Perak, or is it going to go in favor of Sabah? Quick single here, but luckily sent back. The runner was almost halfway there, but that ends the over, and it also means that Noor Aisha will be off strike for the next over. Fiana will continue. Slightly expensive first over from her. 7 runs conceded, but she's bowling to the new batter. The stakes, or the pressure rather, is slightly lower. It's in the air. Safe for now. "29 deliveries, 12 runs, 3 wickets in hand. Who's gonna blink first? This is the over. It's in the air, just over the fielder. Can they come back for a second? They want to come back for a second, and this could be a run out. This could have been disastrous. This really could have been disastrous. There was no need to go back for the second. And that was Noor Aisha, the person in question. But she has managed to get back unscathed. Now just 10 runs needed. Oh. Oh, this one is in the air, and what a catch that is! Or is it? It's not. It's been put down, and we might have an extra run here. Cannot believe what we're seeing. Yes, it was a difficult catch. It was put down. But the fielder, sensing an opportunity for a run out, threw the ball, but there was nobody backing up, which yielded an extra runs. This is what pressure makes you do. Now, just 8 runs needed. And how has that missed the stump? It was a close shave. Last delivery of the over, 4 runs off it. And that's well ball. That's a good end to the over. So 4 overs left, 8 runs needed, with 3 wickets in hand. Here we go. 4 overs left, 8 runs needed. Short ball down the leg side. Quick single taken. Just releases a bit of the pressure. But once again, that means that it's going to be Noor Shuhada on strike. Farini bowling her second over. Gotten a wicket off her first. Seven runs needed. Noor Aisha, the calm head at the non-striker's end. Beautifully bowled. Can see the pressure. Can cut the tension with a knife here. Both these sides know the importance of this victory. Here we go. Noor Shuhada on strike. It's in the air, just over the fielder there. And just a single. They want to come back for a second, but they have to decide against it, and rightly so. One hit away now, one big hit away. And the important thing is that Noor Aisha is on strike. She's been there ever since the fall of the third wicket. Can she guide her team home? And that's a wide. That is a gift at this stage. With only 6 runs remaining. Now just 5 runs remaining. It's in the air. And could be a chance for an out. Do we have a run out on the cards? The umpire says not out. It definitely looked to be really close, but the desperation from Noor Aisha has ensured that she has managed to get back in. That was a close call. They certainly don't need to panic here. They still have another 20 deliveries and they need just 5 runs. Now just 4 runs to win. 1 boundary away. Noor Shuhada on strike. It's in the air. Is this going to run away? No, it's not. But they can come back for a second. So now just 2 runs away, and you can see all the pressure has been released through this over. Here we go, last delivery of the over. Can they somehow eke out a wicket? And it's come off the flap of the pad, so it's not going to be a wide. So 3 overs left, 2 runs needed, 3 wickets in hand. So it's going to be Viana to bowl her 3rd over. Hasn't managed to get a wicket, and a wicket over here could definitely get things more interesting. Noor Aisha on strike. 2 runs needed. Here we go. It's in the air. Can they get a run out here? No, they cannot. The scores are level. And that has ensured that Perak cannot lose this game. You can see the excitement all around the ground with that single. Just 1 run to win now. It's in the air. Will this be taken? No, it's not. And that is the end of the game. They have clinched victory here from the jaws of defeat. And if there's anyone you would like to thank over here right now, if you're a Perak fan, you have to thank Noor Aisha and Noor Shuhada for their amazing effort after being 7 down very, very early. They've managed to keep a calm head. Yes, they've had luck by their side, but they've ensured that they come out unbeaten and ensure that Perak will be the team to play the playoff for the 5th and 6th position. On the other hand, Sabah tried their best, but it wasn't to be. They've put in their hearts out. They've managed to make a low score such as 60 look very, very big. But in the end, you would think the better team prevailed. Let's have a look at the match summary here. What a match we've had here. Sabah were 55 for 3, and then they were 60 all out. They lost their last 7 wickets for just a mere 5 runs, 12 extras. But in the end, the 60 wasn't going to be enough. And second innings, Perak were in early trouble once again. Sobika, what a spell this was. Has to be one of the spells of the tournament. 4 overs, 3 for 3 was well supported by Siti Noor, but towards the end they really didn't have the bowling depth to cause some trouble. Noor Aisha was the star with the bat. 20 of 31 was well supported by Noor Shuhada with 9 not out. And in the end, they have won by 3 wickets with 16 deliveries to spare, have Perak. That's all from this game. Thank you so much.